What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, reclaim your throne. So guys, I got a series of videos to break down for you, and today we are talking about the community. Yes, we're talking about the black community, and we are talking about dating specifically in the black community, and we're going to get a perspective from the men and from the women. But I just want to warn you, okay, this is a trigger warning. If you are highly offended by statements regarding race, just go ahead and click off right now.
There's so many men that don't like women, but they're sexually unattracted to men, and they have no choice but to deal with you.
Okay, so I gotta stop him right there. I don't know who this brother is. I don't really watch his show like that. But I'm just going to address his first statement. He said that there are some men who don't really like women, but they are sexually unattracted to men. See, look. Why can't he just say this is a heterosexual man? To say, oh, he's sexually unattracted to men is like, bro, that's pretty much a given. And I know in this day and age, the lines can be blurred, but most guys are not suspect, okay? Most guys are not on the LGBT agenda. So for him to say, oh, men are just unsexually attracted to men is just like... What? Like, why is he... I feel like he's trying to say what that famous meme or the popular meme, the viral meme, was saying when we broke that video down too, where the girl was talking about how men might be emotionally attracted to their friends, but sexually attracted to women. And yeah, I gave that video some credence, as I will what this guy is saying, except the way that he's wording it is, I feel like he's trying to insinuate that because a man wants to, you know, spend bonding time with his homies, it's like he's trying to insinuate that it's supposed to be giving LGBT community stuff, when that's just not the case. Obviously women like spending time with each other too. They're, you know, demanding to be able to go on girls' night out and whatnot, and they like spending time with each other. So does that mean that they are a part of the LGBT community? I mean, it just depends, honestly, because a lot of these women are more fluid with their sexuality. But just because they're hanging out with women and only women a lot of the time doesn't mean that they are a part of that community. So I think the way that he's wording it is, I'll just say it's very white knightish. It's very simpish in my opinion.
And they act like it, don't they? Like, these men don't...
My man put the Carmex on in between. Hold on, peep game. This man put the Carmex on in between. Bruh. I don't know if you don't realize, but Carmex definitely dries your skin out. You need to get on that Burt's Bees, bruh.
Don't they? Like, these men don't like women for real. They don't bond with women. They don't emotionally connect with women. They prefer to be around men. They respect men. They get...
I mean, the guys who are not bonding with women, they're not emotionally connecting with women, are not getting play at all. See, he's trying to make this broad sweeping statement that there are guys out here who are actually smashing women and they're not emotionally connecting with the women and they're not bonding with the women. When in all actuality, I would say it's different. There are more girls who are looking for the sneaky links and the temporary flings than men. Men are actually, contrary to popular belief, looking for relationships. We are optimistic in going into the relationship, but the problem is the games are being played at the beginning. I mean the text games, the freaking the flaking games. You try and set a date, it's games. You try and text them, it's games. You double text, you do the little you know, the eye notification where you hold the message and then you can do the question mark or the thumbs up or what. You doing all that stuff, and she's just like, you can tell that they're not that busy. Let's keep it a buck. Like, dude, I'm a busy guy. They are not that busy, dog. But you could tell it's games, okay? So once a guy realizes that, especially if you're seasoned to the game, like, bro, you are going to get annoyed of that stuff. You are going to pretty much get fed up to it, to the point where if a girl puts you through all these games, yeah, you want some type of vengeance. I'm not saying that it's right, but you want to make her eat that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a natural human reaction when your time is being played with, and women do the same thing, okay? But I personally think that men do it a little more classier. They will just outright ignore you and then try and come back around, and then by the time you come back around, yes, I'm gonna start playing games with you because you play with me. So that's really what's going on, and I think he's listening to a lot of women tell their side of the story of how the relationship ended and how it went. And you know, he's taking their word for it, when in all actuality they are two-sided.
Get along with men, they see men as their equals. They do not view you as it, but the only reason they're with you is because they're not sexually attracted to the men. If it wasn't for sex,
I mean, he just sounds like it just sounds like a dumb statement, because why would a guy, like, after a while you're done hanging with your bros? Like, come on, these dudes acting like guys are just hanging with their homies 24/7. Like, most men are spending their time alone. That's the reality of the situation. Most men are alone, okay? Look at the stats. You got men between the ages of 18 and 31. 1/3 of those men are virgins. So that's just the reality of the situation. Most men are spending their time alone. They're not spending that time with another man, let alone their homeboy or their best friend. Like, I don't know. I think he just like kind of playing hood politics, where he's seeing dudes in the hood, black men in the hood, who only hanging out on the block with like 2, 3, 4 Negroes, like, at the same time.
sex or power, they wouldn't be with you. I need y'all to watch out for these men. Like, actually, like, inquire about whether this.
Why is he using the Carmex as a pointer? This is, I don't know, bro. Something's up with him. Something might actually be up with him. He might be projecting a little bit.
This man actually like women. Not if you're heterosexual. My question to you is, do you actually like women?
All right, guys. So this next video that I'm gonna show you is about the struggles that black men go through when trying to find a mate. This TikTok is gonna blow your mind. So let's watch. Wow. So did y'all see what went down? She said, don't have kids when you're young. That's what, like, I guess those are the quotations that she feels like people try to put her in a box, saying, don't have kids when you're young, whatever. She's 22 years old at the moment. It looks like she has an 11-year-old, which means she had a child at 11 years old. Okay. And then she has a 9-year-old. So it looks like she didn't learn from her mistakes, and then had a child 2 years later at 13. We have a lot of this in the black community. I'm not even going to say that they're that young, like having kids at 11, which, I mean, I know some girls in my middle school who had kids at 12. I know some girls who had kids at 12. This is wild, and they want us to cuff this. See, they want black men to come up after this and raise another man's kids, a dude that you slept with in middle school. And if we understand what's going on in the culture, if we know that what I always say, the elementary school girls was dating the middle school dudes. The middle school girls was dating the high school dudes, and the high school girls was dating the college dudes. And then the college girls are who getting their undergrad is dating dudes who getting their masters. And the girls getting their masters, you know, I mean, after once the girl get in college, it's like it's OV pretty much. You know, she getting whatever she want, and that's fine. Okay, we're not upset with that, but having kids this young and then expecting the man to come up behind that is ludicrous. And I'm, you know, hopefully the father is still in the life. Hopefully the father is still in her life and the children's life, and they have an intact family, but I highly doubt it. If she had a kid at 11, I doubt that man stayed however old he was, because we don't even want to talk about that, you know. But I guess the positive thing is it looks like she's doing well. Looks like she might have a government job or something like that. She got 2 beautiful kids. I mean, that's the positive out of the situation. Look like they have a good relationship and they having fun. But as far as like a man coming up in that situation and playing big stepdaddy, you can dead it. I would not advise any man to do it, no matter how happy they look in this TikTok. All right, guys, so for the final video today, we have Erica Banks, which I've never heard of her. She's a rapper, but she is performing at a high school, and then she proceeds to twerk in front of minors. Okay, so let's watch. She is twerking in front of a varsity or junior varsity football team. This is a grown woman. It's a grown woman. What type of precedent, what type of standard does this set for the women of the community? I mean, it's hard, bro. It's tough. I continue to say this. It's just as hard for black women in dating as it is for black men. The only equalizer that helped black men is that now we got, you know, dudes traveling, we got dudes going overseas, and we got dudes who've been dating interracially and whatnot. So that has kind of helped and even the scales. But what's happening is women like this, and you know, I couldn't really tell what she looked like, but I can already tell she's not my type. And they're out here dating the Pookies and Ray Rays, okay? So when it comes to Pookie and Ray Ray, these guys are very volatile, but the thing is, they're getting rewarded for bad behavior. They're out here in these streets, and they're getting rewarded for negative behavior and things that are detrimental to the black community, but the women are attracted to those guys. So you see this happen over and over again, and although she went over to twerk on the JV football team, she also, I can guarantee, she's just like Asian Doll, and she don't want to date no brother unless he a killer. Like Asian Doll said, she said she needed a guy who has 3 bodies, not 1, not 2, but 3 bodies. And I think that I think what she said was disgusting. I think it was repugnant. And I don't think that should be accepted from our women or our men in the community, but yet you see it time and time again. And if you try and speak out against it, they will call you all types of names. So watch her as she approaches these minors and begins to show her hiney to not only these junior varsity football players, but also the black community. All right, guys, so you saw that there. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. This is what it's looking like as far as dating in the community. I'm not saying that every woman is like that, but it's tough out here. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, you already know what it is. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your cash app so I know you're paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking game with the BS. And you already know. Reclaim your throne. Reclaim your throne.